Apparently there was a, not child pornography, but there was, it's not child pornography ring. I would almost say it's more of a pedophile ring.
Hey everybody!
Hello.
Welcome back to
DKC3.
Dick Tracy 3. Okay.
Wow.
Well,
Do you think because he's a child, and we're bringing in dangerous situations, we're gonna get stricken?
absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, why don't you start off? Tell the people what they've won for this episode.
You've won ADpocalypse 2.
Oh God, yeah. I didn't even know about this. Dustin was just telling me about it today. Ah!
So apparently there was a, not child pornography, but there was, it's not child pornography ring. I would almost say it's more of a pedophile ring. Apparently the algorithm was favoring pedophiles for YouTube. In a way that if you went and watched a certain video, it would prioritize your next videos that you would watch that all the other pedophiles were watching. And if you went to these videos, they were all time-stamped with times with the kids in the most provocative positions and seen more at that point in time than previously. So, you know, you get girls doing gymnastics at 9 years old and downward dog, and that was time-stamped in the comments.
It's pretty fucking disgusting.
So the first thing they did was they shut down these channels that weren't really doing anything wrong. Like, I believe one of the channels was a channel that was run from like a gymnastics club. So yeah, they shut that channel down, demonetized it, and I can't say I really agree with that decision.
Well, I mean, they have an innocent thing. They're just like, I mean, maybe it's for the parents, you know, it's here's the video of your child doing whatever, so here, you know, here you go.
Yeah.
Or, you know, what it is. It's like an innocent thing for them, but then then you just have the fucking internet gets a hold of it, and ugh, now it's a problem.
What surprised me is how many pedophiles there is on YouTube. Like, there's that many that it becomes that big of a problem.
Did you hold the run button, you weirdo?
Wait, there's a run button?
Yeah. I don't know if you're holding. Yeah, there you go.
There we go.
But it's like I was telling Dustin, I would assume it's probably because, you know, their disgusting sites are being watched by like the FBI or other shit like that.
Yeah.
Oh shit, you're gonna need Nixie.
Yeah.
Probably being watched. So YouTube is probably the most innocent place for them to do their weird shit. Because, you know, it's just YouTube, right? There's nothing wrong with YouTube. These are just regular videos. But I mean, at the same time, I feel like they could watch any video and get their disgusting jimmies off by it.
Oh, yeah. The problem right now is that there's gonna be major collateral damage for, like, channels like ours. You know, we've had some crude humor.
What? Us?
and you know, it wouldn't be deemed to be disgusting for, you know, anybody. Our content is generally geared towards a certain set of people that enjoy, you know, movies like American Pie, or, you know, that's kind of our target audience. People who like those stupid humor. But what you guys don't see in the background is that YouTube does call a lot of our stuff disgusting content.
Yeah, so we've tried like advertising videos, and we've had several of them rejected because whoever was the one who got a hold of it, like at Google headquarters, did not like what they saw.
No.
But I feel like that's more just like snowflakes who just get offended by anything, because we've also like refuted it, and then the other person that we talked to are like, no, this is fine. I don't know why this would be flagged. So
it's yeah, it's interesting because so YouTube has lost some of their major advertisement sponsors, including Disney, Nestle, just a lot of stuff that's really gonna hurt them. So I'm a lot better at this one. Did you notice that?
I mean, we're only like one level in.
Yeah, this is way better than the first world at Donkey Kong Country 1. But anyways, oh shit!
Oh shit! Yeah, you got the lines too. You missed the Donkey Kong coin though.
Oh no. So they're going to be going after channels, and they've already went after them. There's been quite a few channels that have been deleted here in the last week that would even be... Basically, they just deem them as sexually inappropriate. But when you look at us, with that roommate sketch, for example, well, there's sex noises in there. Are we going to get deleted because of that? And... God, if it happened, I don't think I could start over.
Well, yeah, how many hundreds of videos have we put out, and then, you know, we'd lose our subscribers, we'd lose everything, essentially. I mean, at that point, we put over, you know, a year and a half's worth of work into it, and then we lose all that.
Lose 30,000 views and 200 subscribers. Like, that would just suck, man. Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, I didn't even need to do that. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. YouTube is just kind of a scary place these days for everybody, really. I feel like there's always somebody upset, and then so YouTube tries to, I don't know, offend the least amount of people, and by doing so, they kind of fuck over the creators a lot.
They do... They almost what do you call it? Not exaggerate. Well, maybe.
I know it, yeah, overcompensate.
Yeah, they're overcompensating for the situation. Yeah. Should we be going after the creators? I would tend to believe not.
Well, if it's a totally innocent thing, like in that case that we were just talking about, right? Totally innocent thing, what was I saying?
Totally innocent thing.
Oh yeah, totally innocent thing. Like they had no intention of it being sexual in any way. But then now they're the ones who get punished for it, just because there's these couple other bad eggs out there.
Yeah.
And like, that's not fair.
No, it's not. I can't remember what's over here.
I think it's like a little bear's house.
Oh, right. No, it's just... And it's... I hate the collateral damage the most.
Well, it makes it very unfair.
YouTube is very fickle as it is. And, like, I you know what? They actually made a change recently that I highly liked. They gave advertisers the ability to... say, you know what, I don't...
Wait, didn't we beat all these levels already?
I don't think so.
No? These all seem very familiar. Alright.
Hey, get over here.
Anyways, yeah, tell them about the change that you liked.
So, yeah,
You can throw at an angle.
They made this change...
It'd probably be better using him to throw her.
That? You stupid. Get over here.
Oh boy. Up at an angle? You're just like throwing her straight sideways.
I'm holding up and over.
There you go.
So yeah, they did this thing where advertisers have the ability to agree on what type of content. So when they set up their ads, they can say, I don't mind cursing, I don't mind a little bit of this, or I'm okay with R-rated content, or I only want kid-friendly. Mm-hmm. Which I think was one of the greatest changes that they made for the creators in a long time. We're nowhere near being monetized.
Well, I mean, technically we would just be making no money, really.
You need 1,000 subscribers though, don't you?
I'm pretty sure when I checked in the creator settings that we were eligible.
Oh.
Anyways.
That setting was so good for creators because a lot of people get demonetized for cursing or whatever, but if there's advertisers that say, I don't mind cursing, my product is kind of a little bit rougher around the edges anyways, and that's the audience that I would want. And you know what, that's great. But yeah, this whole ADpocalypse thing that's happened now, I could see that being reverted. And it kind of worries me, because if it does get reverted, I think that there's going to be almost like a creator strike. Like, people are quite upset about everything that's going on.
Well, it's because half the time it seems like they don't actually give a shit about, like, they're just deleting people's channels left and right for really no good reason.
Yeah.
And it's like, honestly, it just seems like YouTube doesn't really give a shit about creators. You know, if they're, yeah, so you have a small channel who does something similar to a big channel, like they swear, they do whatever, no more than any big channel. They delete the little channels. Are they going to delete the big channels? No, of course not, because the big channels are making the money. So, like, they don't give a shit about the small creators or just creators in general. They just want to make their money, and that's what it seems like, right? So, I don't know. I don't know what I'm like YouTube trying to be too PC, or just every time they run into a problem, they kind of like overcorrect to try and fix the situation, to try and fix it. That's kind of what it seems like.
My whole thing though is, like, what's going to happen to these actual pedophiles that were timestamping those videos? Nothing. But the creator is the one that you're going to punish? Come on. That's pretty bad.
Well, yeah, because, like, who knows what the next thing, who knows what their next thing is going to be?
Yeah.
It could be anything.
Yeah.
And so, what, you're just going to, every time something new comes up that somebody ruins, you're just going to say, fuck the creators, and now we're going to delete everything, every channel that's had to deal with that?
So what do you think they should do?
Well... oh fuck, I forget what my buttons are again. Y, X, Y, Y, X. Those are the two buttons, I don't know which is which! Aha! I don't know if there's a lot you can do, though. Because, I mean, maybe you could ban those accounts, and I would have to assume that they would have IPs associated with them. Maybe ban the IP. You know, because, like, you can't just keep punishing the creators when it's not their fault. They're literally doing nothing wrong, but then you keep punishing them.
I think you have to make some creator changes. Like, for example, the woman with the gymnastics page. If there's a girl doing a downward dog, and you're just like, you have a back-ended view of it with the video, maybe don't do that.
Yeah.
I know it seems completely innocent to you, and I'm on your side for that one.
The internet's just
the internet is a fucked up place.
Yes. So if you're going to put it on the internet, then I guess you probably have to think about that.
And I think that is something that's okay to look at doing from YouTube standards, saying if you think that it might be, inappropriate, maybe don't do it. But it's a collateral damage for every other type of channel that, like the Pokemon Go channel, that got deleted because they had CP in the name. And if you don't know what CP is in Pokemon Go, it's what level or what strength your Pokemon are. But CP is also the acronym for child porn. Well, I probably shouldn't have said.
Probably not, but we said it now.
Goodbye.
Be a good run, guys.
We're gone now. But they were deleted because of it. And, like, that's what I mean by the collateral damage. Yeah, the original channels that these guys were watching, maybe you should change it up a little bit. Maybe let's not show girls in those what do you call those gymnastics outfits?
Leotard?
Yeah, like leotard doing the splits or something, and it's like a close-up. Maybe let's not do that.
I mean, as innocent as it can, as it probably is, we live in a shitty world where, that's the kind of shit that we have to worry about now.
Yeah.
And should we have to worry about it? No, probably not, but unfortunately we do.
So the, inside of this, let's just call it the CP ring, these guys were tagging all of these videos, and one of the highest rated video channels was a child modeling agency. Obviously, I mean, those modeling agencies, they do put those girls in sexually suggestive poses. They just do. Like a lot of times when I'm looking at that shit, it's like this is child porn. It is.
Well, they're. You just gotta get right out there. Yeah. It's almost like they're trying to make them too adult-like.
Yeah.
You know, they're kids. Do kid modeling. They're having fun. They're playing with toys. Whatever. They're not adults. If you want adult content, use an adult model. Why would you, kind of switch the two? I don't know.
But like they're dressing these girls up in makeup, and then they're doing like these sexy poses like this on the bed, and it's like that's disgusting. Why are you forcing these kids to do it? As far as I'm concerned, the parents are just as bad for letting their kids do that.
Well, the parents are the ones usually are putting their kids into it. I mean, whether the kid enjoys it or not, I feel like in this day and age, you just have to start being more conscious of that kind of stuff.
It's like when we were kids, and it's always like, don't talk to strangers because you don't know what type of person they are. But now these same people who were told as kids don't talk to strangers are offering their kids' bodies up to strangers. You know what I mean? Like it's such a weird shift.
Well, I mean, the thing is, like, modeling is just such a weird thing in general. But yeah, you're now showing your kid to everybody.
Yeah.
And I mean, yeah, you can be proud of them. I mean, people post pictures of their kids on Facebook all the time already, right? But now it's like a bunch of random people, not your friends. And I mean, yeah, who's to say that your friends are any better sometimes, but random people online, out in the world, whatever, who the hell knows? I don't know. I don't really like the whole child modeling thing. I think it's
disgusting. I do.
Yeah, it's I don't know. I don't want to say disgusting, but yeah, kind of.
but yes, it is.
That is.
But yes, that works.
Yeah, that thing, yeah.
I can't remember if there's
like just because it's so. I feel like it's just a toxic world modeling in the first place.
Yeah.
And then just putting an age onto these kids that there shouldn't be in the first place is just putting them in the wrong light. Like, I mean, maybe you guys have different opinions on it. Let us know in the comment what your guys' opinions are on the whole, well, I mean, the ADpocalypse thing going on here, but then also like the whole child modeling thing, because I mean, maybe you have a different standpoint, or you view it from a different way.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it's the same thing as the YouTube thing. It might be coming from a totally innocent place, and I'm sure in a lot of cases that is what it is, but
YouTube, their biggest problem is they don't look at things case by case. They just go, this is the problem, and in any sort of scenario, if it's a parody or whatever, kill them.
Yeah, they just blanket it and just mass chopping of heads.
Yeah. You said sex because you're talking about gender. You're done.
Yeah.
Cut them. They're done. And that's what I don't agree with.
I think that's probably been my least favorite thing that YouTube has been doing for forever, really. It's just they overreact on anything because all they care about is trying to keep their sponsors.
Yeah. And
it just seems like they really don't give a shit about creators. I know we've said that a bunch of times. Seems to just keep coming up over and over again, though, doesn't it?
Yeah. There's a reason for it.
Yeah. Well, on that note, we'll leave the episode off there, and we'll see you guys next time.
See ya.
Goodbye.